Signs preceding the new era, science and the transformation of the Spirit. Jesus announced that before the renewal of the world, there would be signs in the sky and on the earth. For centuries, these words have been interpreted as physical catastrophes or divine punishments. But Allan Kardec, in the Genesis, explains that these signs are, above all, moral and intellectual, manifestations of humanity's inner transformation and the progress of the sciences that reveal the greatness of divine laws. The precursor signs do not come from fear, but from evolution. The entire planet is rising in vibration, just as human consciousness awakens to new ways of perceiving reality. Astronomy shows a universe in constant expansion, where solar systems are born and die in an endless cycle. Geology reveals that the very Earth is in continuous transformation. Seas recede, mountains rise, climates change. Everything changes, because movement is the signature of life. In the same way, modern physics teaches that nothing is static. Subatomic particles vibrate in constant oscillation, exchanging energy, creating and recreating matter at every moment. These scientific discoveries are reflections of the same law that governs spiritual progress. Just as the atom reorganizes, the spirit also morally restructures, learning and evolving in each existence. The precursor signs of the second coming of Christ are therefore not in the falling stars, but in the awakening consciousnesses. Biology and neuroscience demonstrate that the human brain is adapting to more subtle levels of perception, expanding empathy, intuition, and the capacity for collaboration. What was once instinct transforms into moral consciousness. It is the birth of a new spiritual species, the integral man, who understands that everything he does, feels, and thinks reverberates in the whole. Kardec reminds us that Spiritism is one of the greatest signs of this transition. It emerges as a meeting point between faith and science, between the visible and the invisible, between the past and the future. Mediumship, the communications of spirits, and the moral laws that govern life are the instruments of the promised Comforter, calling humanity to responsibility and renewal. The world of trials and expiations gives way to a world of regeneration. The old structures crumble so that new forms of coexistence, justice, and fraternity can flourish. These are the true precursor signs, the advancement of consciousness, the awakening of spiritual reason, and love in action. And when humanity understands that the apocalypse is not destruction, but revelation, the unveiling of what has always been hidden, then the kingdom of spirit will fully manifest on earth. And if these words resonate in your heart, share this light, because every awakened mind is in itself a precursor sign of the new era that has already begun.